And my question is to Charles and Pamir. Charles was mentioning about in London, actually, when London is compared to Turkey, Turkey is more energetic and it's more encouraging for investors to come to Turkey. I would like to ask, what are the things that work well in London and doesn't work well in Turkey? How do you compare the two markets? How do you see it both in terms of the companies and in terms of the entrepreneur profiles?
Good question.
I think probably in Turkey, I would not invest in Turkey without working alongside Turkish partners. So we have a network of very trusted people. So that's a barrier, which is we found a way to overcome that. I think in London, you probably have a better chance of finding a company which has got, let's say, let's talk about software, a software platform which can be globally used. And as we mentioned, in Turkey, one would hope to find that, but probably you'll be lucky to find that. So I think it's much more of a local play. But you know, what I like about here, and I think we all kind of smell the coffee. There's this energy. You know, we operate in different parts of the world, and when we come here, people work hard. You know, we have our own experience through Mechanism. I mean, people are working, you know, very, very long hours to be successful. They're absolutely dedicated. And I think it's this energy, this entrepreneurial spirit, which can really make business. And it's you know, that's the most exciting thing about it.
And I'd like to echo what Charles is saying as well. I should caveat by saying I'm a little bit deconnected from the London scene right now over the last 2 years because I spent so much time in Turkey and the Middle East. We're not really actively investing in the UK at this point. So I don't even have time to go to networking events or whatnot in the UK, frankly, anymore. I live there, my family is there. But I'm spending really the bulk of my work time over here. What I really like over in Turkey, and by the way, this is the same with the people I work with in Jordan in particular. You know, you can send an email at 2 in the morning, you'll get a reply at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, you call, the call gets picked up. You know, you don't have that thing called voicemail. That's, you know, in the UK, look, I just find that things go a lot slower. I think it's partly demographics. You know, Western Europe has this thing of, you know, it's an older crowd, older country. People are more comfortable in their shoes. You know, GDP is higher, so probably people feel less compelled to work hard. And yeah, there's not that energy is missing. It's not there. And I would even, and probably I don't know much about the Berlin scene, but it feels like right now the center of gravity of the startup scene in Europe is shifting towards Berlin. You know, because you know it's probably a younger city. It's cheaper as well to just set up, do things there, and so on. So yeah, I guess we're like we feed on energy, really. We feed on people who are hungry, driven, fast, and that gets us excited. When things are a little bit slower, when things feel heavier, it just doesn't feel as great, and I feel that a little bit in the UK right now.